So we're standing here in a soft red winter wheat field today. We've grown this field in wheat this year for a few reasons. One being that white beans were planted here last year, which allowed us an early planting date to plant the wheat. Earlier planting date generally means a better yielding crop. It gives it more time to get growing in the fall, so it can last nicely over winter, and then you have a good growing stand for the springtime. The second reason we grow wheat is for crop rotational purposes. It allows us an opportunity to put organic matter back into the soil, and also some different nutrients and disease management for other crops. Typically speaking, after a winter wheat crop, you'll have a little bit better corn yield the following year. Soft red winter wheat is used for a few different things, but generally speaking, it's good for flour, which goes to make cookies, flatbread, all different cakes, different types of pastries and baking items that you'd see in the grocery store. So we're just going to do a quick tour of a combine and what it does. So on the front of the combine we have what's called a header, and this here is what cuts the crop. You have a knife that cuts the crop and then feeds it into the combine. So the auger feeds it into the front of the combine here. And then as we come around, the crop goes up through the throat of the combine called the feeder house into the thrashing area. So in the center of the combine, there's what's called a rotor that is spinning really fast with grates underneath it that have holes in them. So that thrashes the wheat or whatever crop is going through the combine at that time. And it falls down through into augers that bring the crop back into what's called the cleaning area, which is a shoe that's a pan that has holes in it with different size. You can change the adjustments. And basically it shakes the crop through, which falls down into some augers that bring it up into the bin. And then the rest of the straw and parts residue from the crop that we don't use get pushed out through the back of the combine here, and we can choose to either drop the straw in a windrow like we have here, or we can run it through the tailboard, which would spread the straw. The reason for dropping the straw in a windrow like this would be to bale it and then use it for bedding in, say, in a livestock situation, or ginseng farmers will use it to bed their crops. Different various uses for the straw. All right, we're in the operator station of the combine. So this is where we can control all the functions of the combine, the different settings for different speeds of components within the machine, and basically everything we need to run to harvest the crop, dump the crop, and also control the cab conditions and that. So we are just going to go into the wheat here, just to show you what it's like to be in a combine. So I'm going to turn on the separator, which is the main portion, and then we turn on the header. Right. So then, yeah, you can see cuts and feeds into the combine. And then we have it coming into our bin here. We can see our sample. And if we look down, it starts to fill. We have Lincoln driving the combine. He's 10 years old. It's his first year running the combine.